Hey everybody, it's Amy Ness with the Amy Ness Realty Group, and I'm here for the Friday follow-up. So what am I going to talk about today? Well, I'm going to talk about moving day. So we're headed into the weekend. You're going to see some more U-Haul trucks all around town. And how does that all start? What's the process look like? So when a buyer or seller goes under contract with an accepted offer, there's going to be a closing date written on there. And that closing date is going to give you a real clear idea as to when moving day is going to be. So those dates are on there. We also, as a practice in our real estate company, send out what's called what to expect email. We send it out to the buyers as well as the sellers that we represent so that it gives them a clear, concise way to check timelines and dates in the contract. So that way they can go back and reference it. It's not a verbal, it's not something that we've talked about. So it's easy to check back and say, oh, when's the inspection? When's closing day? I need to look again. So it's in an email for you. And so then the next step is you're going to want to be securing boxes. Either you have some that you've been storing up because you were really excited about moving, or you can post on Facebook to ask to see if friends or family have boxes that you could use. You could also go to local stores. So you might want to secure a moving truck as well as possibly even childcare for kids so that it makes it a little bit easier for you when you're moving to get the job done. At closing, the home will be going on to the buyer and they will have full possession of the home. So as soon as you get funding and or a wire has transferred the funds in and the deed is transferred over to the buyer, that's when the possession becomes buyer's solely. They now own the home. You have no access to the home anymore. You have no right to be on the property at all. So as a seller, if you have a morning closing, it's a really good idea to have everything packed up the night before, truck loaded if you can, or ready to be loaded if you get up super early and load that truck, because that buyer is going to have possession of the home at closing. And a lot of times, most times in transactions, there is usually a buyer walkthrough, and a lot of times it can be 24 to 72 hours prior to closing. And it's usually the buyer themselves or a family member or somebody that can stand in their place to walk through to make sure that the house is in the present condition as it was when they signed on the line for that accepted offer to purchase the home. So that's something that's a right to that buyer to be able to do, and they need to be able to do it. So even if you have boxes around, you still need to allow for that final walkthrough. Once we have that clear to close, whether it's from a lender or if it's from the title company stating that the wire's in place, then it's time to get in action on that plan. So hope you have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.